Hello, everybody. I'm Caroline DeFranco, the CEO and President of Gateway Longview. Today's June 12th, and tonight would have been our 12th annual Barbecue and Blues event. And if you're one of the hundreds of people who attended in prior years, you know it was a huge success. It was an opportunity to get our staff and their families, our board members, our volunteers, our foster parents, and our entire community together to raise money for the 5,000 children and families that Gateway serves each year. And this year, due to COVID, our essential services are needed more than ever. We are depending on you, and we appreciate you. Thank you for your support.
Hey everybody, Lauren Hall here from Channel 2. Hope everyone is hanging in there, staying safe. I'm reporting from home like I have been for the last few months here as we all go through this crazy time together, but really missing my Gateway Longview family tonight. I believe this would have been my 6th time hosting the Barbecue and Blues Bash. Such an important fundraiser every year. We know last year it raised over $100,000 in just one night to help Gateway continue to provide all of its amazing services to kids all throughout our region. We know all of those services are continuing despite the pandemic that we're experiencing right now. So many of their services are going on virtually, like their telemental health and behavioral health services, which I was happy to do a story about for Channel 2's Daybreak in Most Buffalo earlier this spring. And we know that these services are really more important than ever as families and children just need all the help and all the support that they can get. So thank you so much for having me still be part of the virtual event. Can't wait to be back with you in person next year, hopefully before next year, hopefully sooner than that. But please support Gateway Longview any way you can right now. It's such an important organization to our community and they help so many kids every single year. So thank you for all of your support and hope to see you soon.
Hi, my name is Michelle Fedowitz-Cope. I'm the Vice President of Foster Care and Residential Services for Gateway Longview. I want to take a moment today just to talk about the services that we offer and through this COVID pandemic, how those services haven't stopped. New York may have taken a pause, but we absolutely could not pause the things that we do each and every day to support the lives of children and their families, whether it was from our youth living in our residential campus who went from being in the community and going to school and seeing their family and going home to now being only in the residential living. I cannot say thank you enough to all of the community members that really rallied around and supported those youth, whether it was dropping off activities, giving us art supplies, books for the kids to read, supporting the staff. There was so much as a community that was done for these individuals that it really was amazing. And I truly thank you for that. Our supervised independent living program. So we have 18 to 21-year-olds who are living in apartments and really still need daily support for daily living skills, mental health skills. And the staff continue to offer that and just did it in a different way, some virtual, but a lot of face-to-face. So for everyone that rallied around and helped us to get the PPE that we needed to be safe, thank you. And thank you for supporting all of those individuals as well. Foster care services, visitation and parent training. We work to have children return home and achieve permanency. So when New York took a pause, we could not pause our services. We don't pause the continuum of care so that a child gets to go home. So we had to change how we did things very quickly so that those families could still work towards gaining the skills they need to have their children return home. And as we continue to move forward and reopen into this community and look at what services need to look like, I just thank you for all your support that you give to the agency. Your support directly impacts the staff and the youth and the children and the families that we serve. So thank you. And I want to say everything you do truly does impact and it truly does protect, enrich, and give hope to those we serve. Thank you.
Hey, this is Mike and Dre from Farrow. Thank you for supporting Gateway Longview. While we're bummed we can't be playing live for you, we're very excited to be releasing these 2 new videos.
Even though these songs were written in April before the uprisings across the country, we are hopeful and would love for these songs to be your soundtrack to the revolution.
For sure. And if you like what you hear, you can find us online at farrowband.com and all the social medias.
Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
music please me. I'm excited for the broken ones. I let the healing release me. No more violence and no more guns. Help me out, appease me. They say essential, but really mean expendable. They say I got you, but they're not dependable. You cannot hold us down. Our humanity, our love cannot be bound. It's surrounding me. Say we gon' rise up. We gon' rise up. We gon' rise up. We gon' rise up. Oh yeah. There's people out there calling some of us a virus. When I heard it, I was angry. Killing poor folks, that's philosophy. Don't you dare Socrates me. Our value isn't found in our net worth. Social Darwinists displease me. But we're the salt and the light of the earth. You cannot disease me. They say essential, but really mean expendable. They say I got you, but are they not dependable? You cannot keep us down. My family, let's act out and be loud. Let the whole world see. You cannot hold us down. Our humanity, yeah. Our love cannot be bound. It's surrounding me. So we gon' rise up. We gon' rise up. Oh no, we gon' rise up. Oh yes, we gon' rise up. We gon' rise up, rise up. Then we gon' rise up. Yeah, we gon' rise up. Yeah, we gon' rise up.
Hi, I'm Lydia Nizenkevich, Director of Health Services for Gateway Longview. As COVID-19 was making its way to the United States, our first thoughts were, how do we protect our youth, especially those in residential care? The residential program made a difficult decision to cancel home visits as not to expose our youth. The health services staff provided and continue to provide client and staff education on how to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and routinely assess and evaluate youth for signs and symptoms of illness. The purchasing department, including our CFO, searched and left no website unturned to stockpile personal protective equipment and cleaning supplies. The foundation reached out to volunteers and donors for masks and donations of personal protective supplies, soliciting a great response. The maintenance department stepped up installing more hand sanitizer stations, creating storage areas for specific infection control supplies, and installing plexiglass barriers. Housekeeping is cleaning more frequently and in depth down to every doorknob and light switch. One of the cottages has been designated for isolation and quarantine. Human Resources created policy and procedures for staff to work from home and what to do for staff that present with illness or have been exposed to COVID-19. Health Services staff reached out to our medical providers for assistance in the event they were seeing patients and found alternative interim providers and medication delivery changed without interruption. I may have left out some of the adaptations that we had to make, as well as departments and programs significant in carrying out our plan, but trust me, it was an amazing agency-wide effort and collaboration of dedicated staff to meet these challenges and protect our youth.
Hi everyone, this is Christy Kern from News 4. I so wish we were all together in person at Gateway Longview's Barbecue and Brews Fest right now, but of course we all know that that is not possible because of the pandemic, but that does not mean that we all can't still work together to support the cause of that event, which of course is to support Gateway Longview and all the organization does here in our Western New York community. I was so glad and happy to be a part of the event last year as one of the MCs and learned so much about the organization and all it does and the huge impact it has here in Western New York. It's also so remarkable to see that Gateway Longview has been able to continue offering its services to kids and families in Western New York throughout this pandemic and during such a crucial time of need. So again, I'm so glad that we can all come together virtually and still work toward the cause of supporting Gateway Longview and saying thank you for all they do.
Hello, my name is Jessica Klein, Director of Health Home.
Hi, I'm Tina Palermo. I am the supervisor of Health Homes. We take a holistic approach to our care management, addressing physical, social, and mental health needs of our clients. We refer them to available community resources to help the youth grow and meet their identified goals.
The last few months, few weeks, and even days of the uncertainty of the world, we continue to strive. We continue to follow our Gateway mission, follow our core values of safety, trustworthiness, empowerment, choice, and collaboration. Ultimately, we are connected through a crisis and continue to look out for the most vulnerable population, ensuring their overall health and safety. Staff have demonstrated hard work and dedication to all of their clients while working remotely. Lastly, we are happy to continue to take on new referrals and helping the families receive the services they need, especially during a pandemic. Thank you for listening. We look forward to working with you in the future. You can contact me directly at 783-3150 or on our website, www.gateway-longview.org. Thank you.
There's an end to all of this weeping and
The people that we attract to Gateway are the key to everything that we do. Across the board, we're all here for the mission. Not just talking about the teachers and the counselors and the direct care staff, but I'm talking about the administrative assistants and compliance and IT and billing. We are all here for the same reason, to serve this mission. We have been responsive to the changing needs of the children and families in our community. As social conditions have changed, so has our programs and services. And we've also changed as we learn more as human service professionals. For 130 years, we've had an unwavering commitment to serving our most at-risk and marginalized children and families due to not having access to the same resources and opportunities as others. I think we are still inspired by the same mission that prompted the Methodist and Protestant parishioners 130 years ago to open up orphanages in Buffalo. And I think almost everybody I talk to has a very deep personal reason that brought them here. Now, I think people come for the mission, but I think they stay for their friends, their colleagues, and the investment that we make in the staff. I'm a very lucky person. I get to come to work every day and work with people whose driving motivation is to serve others. What could be better than that?
Hi there, my name is Miranda and I'm a permanency planner here at Gateway Longview in the foster care department. One of the biggest changes we've had to make during the COVID-19 pandemic is changing all of our in-person contacts over to virtual contacts that take place over FaceTime, Zoom, or other video calling apps. This means parents that normally visit their kids at our office have had to engage in their visits via phone calls or video calls. This has been extremely difficult for parents as most of them have not seen their kids in several weeks. This can be challenging for the kids too, since a lot of them are little or they lack the focus and ability to sit in front of a camera for long periods of time. Home visits have been tricky as well, as it's difficult to fully see a home through a video call and make sure everything is all right. Fortunately, we have great foster parents who have been amazing at reporting their day-to-day activities to their caseworkers every week and letting us into their home even if it's by phone. Working at home has been a challenge for me as well, but I'm glad that all of my families are healthy and safe during this challenging time.
Hi, my name is Kristen Clamp and I am the Director of Community Support Services here at Gateway Longview. CFTSS, for those of you who may not know, brings therapy and counseling-based services to the community. Being a community-based program is especially important because we're able to serve a large demographic of those who are less fortunate. Those who may feel isolated or stuck in the community without resources for a number of reasons. Gateway and the CFTSS program provides the ability to treat and support families that otherwise may not have access to counseling services. The fundraiser and community support allows us to continue to do that. It allows us to continue to reach those individuals who oftentimes are in desperate need.
Hi, my name is Lindsay and I work for the CFTSS program at Gateway Longview. Life has a lot of gray area in it, and I want to help people as they navigate through that gray area. That involves, really stressful times, but that also involves successes and happy, exciting times. So I want to be able to be there for people during both the good and the bad times. I think during this COVID-19 crisis, that has been kind of a highlight, working with the community, figuring out where you can get, necessities and who in your community can help and support you. It's been an absolute honor to work with, not only the team I work with, but the clients that I work with, and seeing how they can come together and, come out stronger on the other end of this whole pandemic. So it's been a very interesting time, but it's also been a time where not only myself, but other people have been able to reflect and truly understand why they got into this profession.
Has been engaging with families who I have never met in person. So all of our connections have been done either over the phone or over video chatting. So we have just been working to build really engaging relationships together during this time where we are all stuck at home. Now that things are starting to look like they're opening up more, we're very excited and hopeful to see each other in person. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm really excited to be a part of the Gateway team.
Hi, my name is Sarah Lester. I'm the Director of Recreation at Gateway Longview. And through COVID, we've been able to protect, enrich, and give hope to the youth within the residential program. How have we done this? Well, we've been working one-on-one with the youth in addition to their traditional recreation programming. This has been a wonderful resource for our youth since they've not been able to visit with their families. We've also been able to complete 2 cohorts of the classroom section of Yeah Work. Yeah Work is young adult work opportunities for a rewarding career. Yeah Work is a collaboration of Workplace Center at Columbia University School of Social Work and OCFS. And at the end of June, 20 of our 28 youth will have completed the classroom portion. We've also been working with a young man to complete his CDAW certificate hours. He has completed 140 paid hours since March 20th, and this is how we've been living the vision.
Hi, my name is Jim Grandy. Many of you may know me as the good-looking one from that Gateway band. However, what I'm known for nowadays is being the director of the Gateway Longview Behavioral Health Clinic. And I'm really honored to have that role. We serve over 1,000 kids who deal with all kinds of different issues, from being in foster care to having abuse as a child to depression, anxiety, and everything else. So we really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Now that I've lost everything to you, you say you want to start something new, but it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving. If you want to leave, take good care. Hope you brought a lot of nice things to wear, but then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Hard to get back just upon a smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child girl. You know I've seen a lot of what this world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two. I never want to see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl. If you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad out. Beware. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get back just upon a smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child girl.
Hey everybody, it's Bull from 97 Rock. Really bummed out that we couldn't be together this coming weekend for the Barbecue and Brews Bash that was so big and had gained so much momentum for Gateway Longview at the Riverfest Park location last year. Obviously with the pandemic, it's caused it to be canceled this year, but knowing that last year's event raised over $100,000, you can imagine what kind of hole that's leaving not being able to have it this year for Gateway Longview, even though they still have to provide all those wonderful services for kids and families, whether it's placement, whether it's education, whether it's therapy, whether it's counseling. They're still doing it. You know, they're at-risk residents for those 70 kids. It's still fully operational and fully staffed, so you can imagine the financial challenge that they're dealing with as well. Listen, please continue to support Gateway Longview. Go to gateway-longview.org, and we hope that 2021 we can bring back the Barbecue and Blues Bash even bigger and better than ever. But these people are wonderful. They do a terrific job for our Western New York community, and I would ask that you continue to support them. Again, at gateway-longview.org. Thanks.
I was doing bad stuff, and this was my second chance. And I had already had so many chances in the past. And now I live in my own apartment. This is unheard of. At least for me, I didn't even know something like this existed. So like being here and this is honestly one of the only reasons I have a future.
When COVID-19 hit, the way that I cared for my guys changed. While I sought to keep it meaningful and consistent, making that switch from in-person conversations to weekly care packages was tough. I really enjoy my time with the guys. We play basketball together, we talk about men of the Bible together, we cook together, we go off campus together. But during these times, anything is something. Whether you're someone who wants to care for them unconditionally in person, may it be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or seasonally, or maybe you're someone who can give financially, providing them opportunities that they would not otherwise have, I encourage you to do something, because during these times, anything is something. May my example, which actually came from someone encouraging me to step up and step in, move you to do the same. Thank you for caring for our youth. They need us. Thank you.